Okay, this is part 2 of my queer story. Yeah. I got to the point where I realized I was bi. I did identify as bisexual. Now I am pansexual because it's more like, it just feels more right to me. But anyways, fucking light. That light's gonna distract me again. Happy's looking at it too. She's just like, what in the fuck? Anyways, because next, a friend that I went to school with, my nose is really itchy. Sorry. Was talking about her experiences, and then I was like, wait, yeah. But anyways, like, there was a girl that my mom we worked with. She was the night auditor at the motel that we both worked at. And she's like, well, she has a sister who's into girls, so maybe you guys can, hang out or whatever. Because, like, the first person I told, aside from my friend, was my mom, and she's like, cool. That was like, that's how parents should respond, They should be like, alright, cool. And so then my mom was the one who was like, well, she has a sister who is into girls, so like, So then that was my first girlfriend, that night out her sister, and she took it slow. Like, it was really good. It was like, we were mostly friends first. Like, so like every Thursday we would spend time together. And at the time, yeah, I was with my son's dad, and he was fine with it. Like, it was like an open thing, like, or like thing for me. But I think I found out later that he was trying to get involved, I don't know, like, by my mom's ex. But that was like when we moved from, yeah, because we all lived in Topeka at the time, and then my mom and her man moved to Manhattan, and then, anyways, that's later, doesn't matter. It's part of the story, I guess, kind of, but I get a little sidetracked. Anyways, so yeah, we'd hang out every Thursday night and watch, like, stuff like a movie, or like, I remember mostly, okay, we watched Librarian, I think it is, and Doctor Who. I think we might have watched that, but I know I've watched it with my son's dad, so anyway. But then we also watched the Vampire Diaries, yeah, like then. But that was back before it was like cool, I guess. I don't know. But most of the time we talked throughout it. And like, there are times we drink. I was pregnant with my son at the time, but I was like, it's supposed to be safe to have one drink. But like, that's the only pregnancy I did that, because the other ones I was like, whoa, why? I can't even believe I even thought that was okay. I was young, but my son's fine, he was fine. But still, I still feel kind of bad. Like, I still feel bad, like, I can't believe they thought that was okay. Like, I can't believe they even say that it's okay. As you know, there's drug companies, or like, medicines that are like supposed to be safe to take while you're pregnant, but then they always come out with, no, you're not getting up here. They always come out with these commercials for the birth defects and stuff. So like, actually there was one that they tried to put me on Zoloft when I was pregnant. I was like, I'm not taking it because I just have this feeling. And then like a few years later, there is a commercial of Recall or whatever commercial, or whatever the frick it's called. Anyways, sidetrack. Sorry. Hello. Anyways, like, yeah, me and my first girlfriend we were mostly friends, and then like we'd kiss, not too often, but like at the end of every night. But like, the first time I was like shaking so bad because I was like deprogramming that fear of I'm going to hell because this is a sin, It was a long deprogramming. I didn't experience that with guys because, oh, you're straight you're not going to hell for that, like stuff like that. And then later, and then like I had another girlfriend after that. It wasn't until, yeah, that was 2008. It wasn't until in 2009 when we moved to Manhattan. I did meet another girl, and we had a deep connection. And then she was the one that like did went down on me the first, and then like, you know, have got like there was like 3 other guys that did that, and I was like, I don't see the point in this. This doesn't give me any damn enjoyment. But when the first girl did, I was like, oh, that's what that's supposed to feel like. I didn't have a chance to do it back to her. I mean, we were both drinking. It was Halloween of 2009. It was a Halloween party, and I guess like at that party she's like, this is the girl I was telling all you about. Like she had been talking to me about me to her friends. I was like, oh. I was like, oh my god. And like, before, I'm pretty sure we both were gonna fall in love with each other, but like before that happened, I think she got scared and like just backed away. And so like then I don't think I could get, like, it was hard for me to get close to girls. You know, I'd get scared too, and I don't know. So like the one that I did love, or like I think it's just more, it was a trauma bond, was my ex that I was like off and on with in 2012, at the end of 2012 till 2014. And then again, like in 2020, we tried, and she was married to somebody else because her first husband didn't like me. Hold on, my neighbors are really distracting. I think the police are there. Oh, it doesn't matter. So that other girl, we were friends after that still, the one that was my first. And then I didn't get to return the favor for her because of, you know, girl cycles. I had just come off of mine and she was on hers. And I was drinking. So like then I like think back, and even when I did go down, which is one time in my whole entire life, I was drinking drunk, you know, and then like the other time that I tasted was I was drinking and drunk. And so I'm like, I don't even know if I could do that without that, but I mean, I would try it, but I'm like really picky, and it's hard to find women love women, you know. It's so hard. I don't know why, but also a lot of them like to play games and be like, and they think, I don't know what it is. It's just a lot of, it's ridiculous. But yeah, my friend whose video I stitched the first time was talking about they don't like the texture and stuff. I was like, I thought I was the only one. Like the texture is like, I have to be in love with someone anyways to even oh my god, it scared me. My cat jumped up there. To even go down. So I would be able to handle the texture, but like in general, like the texture of a vagina is like very like sensory hell, kind of like, it's like really like off-putting, and I thought I was the only one who felt that way. So I'm glad that like, and another person in their comments is a lesbian who feels that way too. So I'm like, okay, so it's not that it's so we can still be like, okay, we love women, but like or like all genders, but like be a little scared of the vaginas. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I think I pretty much talked about it, because like even that night that I went down, I don't know, she was my girlfriend at the time in 2014 October. I also used a toy on her, and she tried on me, but she didn't do a very good job. But I was like, I know what I'm doing with the toy and fingers, so that would be fine with me. Like I could toy and fingers all for you, but like I don't know about my mouth. I don't know. And that's okay, because there are some men that don't like going down on women either. So like that doesn't mean that they're not straight or like into women. So like I don't know. Like I don't know why we didn't think. I don't know. I could make another one of these because I do have more to add, I guess.